Screw the electric chair, the brazen bull. I think the worst torture method in existence is making someone sit down and forcefully listen to Imagine Dragons and G-Eazy start to finish. Oh, this video was rough. And the worst part of it all is I was not forced to do this. I willingly decided to sit down and listen to 10 of the worst rated albums of all time, 10 of the most hated albums of all time, and rate them and experience them. It was rough, and I'm telling you right now, you listen to any of these albums willingly, you're not gonna come out the same person, okay? You're gonna have to recover from this traumatically. So let's dive into these 10 albums, 10 of the worst albums of all time, and to make this clear, this is not just the 10 worst rated albums of all time on like Album of the Year or something. This is just widely acknowledged, widely popular, hated albums. Because I'm pretty sure the worst rated albums of all time on Album of the Year are all AI albums. I will not support an AI album. I won't even stream it. Like, that's not happening, and that's boring. Who gives a shit about that? We're gonna talk about some Lil Xan, all right? There's more popular, like, awful albums, like, that was done by a real human, and it just makes you question. This is an order on how I listened to these. So starting this off was the first album I listened to. Freak Show by G-Eazy. Oh, I can't even comprehend what this was. Having a spoken voiceover to make a cinematic intro setter to the Freak Show might be a bottom 5 moment in music ever. Off the bat, you have this woman speaking over with this cinematic tone setter. Welcome in, ladies and gents. Put away all your worries. Welcome to the Freak Show. Everyone's freaky here. You're gonna have a good time. I could really make an hour-long video about how awful this album is. This genuinely made me want to cry. This had me on the verge of tears. I'm saying it right now, it's the worst album I've ever listened to in my life. And yeah, it's the worst album on this list. I said, will you marry my dick? She said, yeah, I do. And off of some freaky-ass club song, you go straight to, and I think I'm addicted to pain now. And she asked me, is it possible to be happy? But then he becomes a Sigma wolf. And most of y'all are fake, so it's no wonder I'm not friendly. So you could say I'm different. I'm hip-hop's Elvis Presley. This is terrible. Oh, it gets even better. Don't worry. To make it in music, now you have to be genius. G-Eazy talking about genius? Do you have brain cells? You are anything but a genius. I'm sorry. When I look in the mirror, I see Kanye, Jay-Z, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Lil Wayne, Baby. This is disrespectful to the art of rap. You don't see any of those people. They don't want you talking about them. Kanye would read that lyric hearing this album and have a whole Twitter rant for months. Keep my name out your fucking mouth. You are ass, dude. You don't see any legends in the mirror. I played G-Eazy in the bathroom and my mirror shattered. And then on the best song on the album, Love You Forever, it's a tribute to his mom. It is actually like a thoughtful song, which is just so ironic to make a tribute to your mom on the Freak Show. Hope that I'd make you proud. Proud of the man that I had turned into. G-Eazy, do you know what album you just recorded? Is she gonna be proud of that work? Is she gonna be proud of that artwork? Please find another career. She's not proud of you. But in summary, G-Eazy's a freak. He can steal your girl. He's handsome to look at. He's a lady killer, guys. He does drugs and parties. He lives a hedonistic lifestyle. He's a badass. He's a savage. 36 years old. You're 36 years old, G-Eazy. You're far past a grown man age. You're not in college. You're not in high school. I don't know what this edgy persona around you is, but you are a bottom 5 artist of all time. But we're moving on to the next album. I got to keep Jeezy's name out of my mouth. I think it's going to give me bad breath. But moving on to Father of All by Green Day. What a hated album for good reason. Now, the good thing is, starting off with Freak Show, it only gets better from there, okay? Now, I've listened to some awful albums, so it doesn't get much better for some albums. But Father of All by Green Day was not as awful as I expected it, because I heard some awful stuff about this. But boy, oh boy, this is one of the most watered down rock albums ever made. They wanted one last hoorah. Let's get the world excited. One final Green Day album. And this is what you fucking cooked up. This is terrible. This is so uninspired. And I think the one thing that makes this album so awful for Green Day is they're 20 years in by the time they're dropping this album. And you're making an album with no development at all. No inspiration. It all sucks. This is 20 years in. Your songwriting is piece of shit. This just sounds like an early 2000s teenage angst rock album. This reckless fun pop rock, garage rock album. Songwriting's recycled. Choruses are recycled over and over. The riffs are as bland as unseasoned chicken. But that's hella disrespectful to chicken, because I would much rather eat a plate of unseasoned chicken and get some protein than play some fucking Green Day off of this album. Like, we're exploring youthful rebellion in this entire album, but this band at this point is full of grown-ass men. It's so immature. It's so corny to listen to. Grown-ass men. This album is what a midlife crisis sounds like in music form. It's like all the unks at the family function gathering together, like trying to have fun with the kids and stuff, trying to relive their youth. Yeah, let's relive the energetic youth. Like, just let it go, man. This album is exactly that. It's like old head unks trying to relive days that are decades gone. It's so embarrassing. Why is there a song about running around in the mall? I'm 18 years old and I could make an album more mature than this. I'm so serious. I will do it if I have to prove how shit this is. But moving on. Oh boy, you thought it was gonna get better? No, it doesn't. We have Origins by Imagine Dragons. Ah, shit! Awful music, unbearable. Who in the hell has ever played Imagine Dragons willingly in their life, besides me doing it for the sake of shit music video? So putting aside just how god awful this album is, like the production and just everything about the songwriting, everything about this music is dumpster fire. It's so formulaic also. It relies on catchy choruses, stupid ass pop music, although they're all corny, okay? Every chorus is corny and repetitive. There's no catchiness to it. It's awful. And on top of that, this album has no structure at all. Is this just a collection of hits that you guys recorded in the studio? These concepts are so splattered all over the place, from like a sad song to a happy song. Like, this is the most incoherent album that I've heard, and it's so corny. It's embarrassing. It's another album that's just like, grown men are recording this stuff. It is so embarrassing. And the production, like I said, what is this? What is this? Who produced this? It's watered down garbage. It's so unlistenable. Why does music like this exist? Like, it's disgusting. It makes me sick to my stomach. Like, Imagine Dragons. Imagine Dragons, man. So terrible music, bro. It's so terrible. Dude, I'm moving on. Oh my gosh, this is awful. But we move on to Total XANARCHY. I'm not laughing, I'm crying. This is awful, man. My goodness, this is terrible. This is, what is this shit? Memes aside, I never sat down and listened to this album start to finish for a pretty obvious reason why. But wow, I was doing myself a favor for a long time avoiding it. And when someone tells you it's a 0 out of 10 album, just take their word for it. Sometimes you don't need to listen to an album start to finish to get your opinion. 99% of the time you do, but there's a 1%. And you know what that 1% is? It's every album in this video. This is a train wreck attempt at creating a SoundCloud-inspired emo rap album, watering down what Juice WRLD and XXXTentacion were already doing better at the time. Mind you, X dropped an album that was like a 4 out of 10 in my eyes. Not question mark. 17 was not a great album. I didn't like that album. That's a masterpiece compared to this. That is what Lil Xan was inspired by. Music that wasn't that special either, but he still copies that style. Formula for formula for formula. There is nothing original in this album. It's all horrendous. It's all repetitive. It is dry. Matter of fact, Lil Xan's the first artist in history to be so god-awful and repetitive and recycled down of other artists in his genre that he made a good song. Not a good song, a listenable song. And that makes no sense, but let me explain. I am ashamed to say I enjoyed one Lil Xan song. It's Saved by the Bell, and this is absolutely not because of Lil Xan. Let me make that clear. It's because he sounds exactly like Juice WRLD. It sounds like a Juice WRLD song. So he's so bad at ripping off all of the products that he's inspired by that he just makes a Juice WRLD song. Cool. Same flow, literal same voice. So it sounds like I'm listening to a Juice WRLD song. And Lil Xan, how about you give that producer of that song every bit of cash you made off of that album? Because that is a cool beat. It's nice. It's simple, but it works. Lil Xan, you're awful, man. This is awful. It's annoying. It's annoying. It's such an annoying album. These choruses genuinely piss me off. Moving on, shall we, to Raditude by Weezer. This was probably like one of the highest rated albums in this list because I think Weezer has diehard fans, and I guess it's not like an awful album. Yes, it is. I'm joking. It's awful, okay? I'm just trying to put it in a different way that doesn't put these on the same level as Total XANARCHY. It still sucks. But for me, I've never been the biggest fan of Weezer either, okay? This is such a corny band. I'm sorry to all the Weezer fans and people I offend in this video. They are so corny. 90% of their music is corny. I know they had their classic run in the beginning of their career, like the Blue album's not bad, but even their most praised album, Pinkerton, it's not special. People wanted to place this like top 100 and top 100 albums of all time. What do you get out of this? This is such a stupid album. The songwriting is incel, like corny, weird fucking shit, dude. But it's a 10 compared to Raditude. This album stinks, man. It literally smells bad when it's playing on my phone. It hurts my soul hearing this. It hurts. It hurts. Terrible songwriting. Like I said, Weezer is corny in general, but even a corny band decided to become more corny. Radio-friendly pop rock riffs. Cool. I hate that shit so much. I'm starting to hate it so much. I hate bland rock music. I hate it. It sucks. I can go play it on a guitar. I don't want to hear bland riffs, for the love of God. But these bland riffs with recycled hooks and cheesy, corny lyrics, dude, just read the track list and the song names. That's all you need to know. Oh my gosh, like I can't emphasize how awful these lyrics are. This is like a frat party rock album, like a frat college party in an album form. And this band was way past those days, okay? This is another album that's just embarrassing and immature. It's like they're trying to relive those days. Evolve. Evolve, please. We don't need corny frat music, this stupid party rock music. It's so embarrassing. Like, you're over here writing songs. Okay, hold on, wait. I made a mistake. I was hating on Green Day saying they have a song about running in the mall. It's actually on the Weezer album. I made a mistake, but that's as corny as the songwriting is on the Green Day album also. Don't get it twisted. But this is the album where they have a song about running around in the fucking mall. guys, look at me. I'm playful. I'm savage. I don't follow the rules, guys. I'm a bad boy. Yeah. It's awful. Fuck you, Weezer. This sucks and I hated it. Oh, I lost my mind doing this video. I cannot ever listen to bad music again, especially 10 back to back. But moving on to the best album here. This is genuinely T-Pab compared to all these albums. This is okay, wait. It's a bad album. It's not good, but my goodness, compared to these albums, it's great. Speedin' Bullet to Heaven by Kid Cudi. And yeah, I also wasn't dreading this album that much because I like Kid Cudi. He's a rap artist that has made classics in the past. I've been a big fan of Cudi, and I know this album has had bad reception. It's been considered awful, but I've just had a feeling that it's not as bad as it could have possibly ranked like a fucking G-Eazy album or something. It's really not as awful as people make it seem. Like, it's not a 0 out of 10 album, but it's not good either. And the thing about this album is there are some terrible songs on here, okay? They sound like literal memed parodies of grunge rock, because there's parodies of grunge out there, how the whole stereotype around it, and Kid Cudi made some songs so bad, it literally sounds like a parody of grunge rock. But there's also a handful of tracks that are decent. Like, they're not all awful, and there's like 1 or 2 songs that are actual good songs. And this isn't one of those albums that just sound like half-baked garbage. Like, there's some stuff on here that it's kind of bland, okay? But like, it sounds like Cudi actually wanted to do this sound, okay? This isn't just some uninspired crap. Cudi, like, had effort on this album. He actually gave it an attempt. Some attempts don't work out, but it seems like he genuinely spent time. He wanted to do this sound. He had effort on the album. It's really not awful. It's not an awful album, but it's not great. Oh boy. Okay, so next we have Memories Do Not Open by the Chainsmokers. Oh shit. This is ass. I felt like I had poison entering my body listening to this. Like, it was physically paining. It got to a point like 6 tracks in where I'm listening to this like in utter pain. I'm going to knock someone out. I am enraged with adrenaline. My body is trying to save me from dying. What is this genre of mainstream like electro pop music? Like the Chainsmokers, Imagine dragging these nuts across your face. Like, What is this genre of mainstream shit music so I can avoid it for the rest of my life? This is just a more ridiculous, corny high schooler music, okay? The production is a mess. The production sucks. It is way overproduced. These beat drop attempts with like fucking EDM are god awful. In the choruses, they try to make like some big banger, boom, 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 with a corny fucking song about, oh, you treat me bad? I don't care. That makes me happy. Treat me bad, and I'm pumped up, guys. I hate this. Songwriting sucks. Again, you want to talk about Imagine Dragons, any of these shitty radio pop bands, like, it sucks. It's corny. So corny. It's recycled also. It's uninspired. It's basic. Why do these bands have such big hits? Now, it's funny because how unbearable this album is. There's one okay song, and it's something just like this with Coldplay. And then you have, what was the other one? Paris. They're still mid, and they're still like overproduced and kind of just like, it's trash, kind of. But it's just, I think for me, it's just nostalgic, okay? Everyone's heard these songs before because they're huge pop hits. It reminds me of my childhood. I'm not gonna lie. The songs aren't great, but Coldplay, it's not a bad song. It's not a bad song. It's mid. I really couldn't sit through this album start to finish. I had to skip these tracks halfway. Like, I hear this production, I hear it. It's everything about it. It's unbearable. I've heard the track. I'm done. It's a 0. There's no points about it. How do you ruin a Jhené Aiko feature? How? How bad do you have to be to ruin Jhené Aiko? She has generational after generational after generational features. She has a beautiful voice. She's my future. She has such beautiful vocals, okay? How in the hell can you produce an album so bad and be so awful, Chainsmokers, that you ruin a Jhené Aiko feature? How did Jhené Aiko get in this album? How much did you get paid, Jhené? I literally started dying laughing hearing the chorus of It Won't Kill Ya. What is this dubstep inspired production? This EDM like Skrillex shit, dude. This is not Geometry Dash. This is not Geometry Dash. No one's here, like, no one's listening to this. This has got to be used as some torture method sometime in history. Like, this is dangerous music. But we go from the Chainsmokers to Maroon 5 with JORDI. I had to listen to Imagine Dragons, the Chainsmokers, and Maroon 5. Oh my gosh. I didn't have to, actually. This was all willing, by the way. You'll never see a part 2 of this video. Make that clear. This wasn't as awful as Imagine Dragons or the Chainsmokers. Let me say, it was somewhat better. But again, you get 3 tracks into this thing and it becomes another physically painful record. This record sounds like a hangover. If a hangover could be translated into sound, it's this and the Chainsmokers and Imagine Dragons. That's what it sounds like. It's painful, exhausting, and I want to just die. And you just start to hear this watered down pop production and like fucking trap influence over and over again, and like these corny lyrics yet again. Oh, from trash band to trash band to trash band. Oh my gosh, save me. It sucks. Period. Like, I don't have anything to say about this. It's another radio band with S-tier corny lyrics, the god tier of generic boring production. It's physically paining. This is so awful. It's just awful, dude. I cannot stand this. But moving on to the modern day Shakespeare with YBN Namir. Visionland. I'm gonna cry. YBN Namir was viewed as hot at one point, by the way. YBN was coming up, and it was actually deserved heat. Like, he dropped Rubbing Off the Paint, a banger, bounce out with that. This dude had potential. He was solid. Like, he was actually dropping bangers. He came up with the SoundCloud era. He's actually really nostalgic to me. It's funny. And then he released an album so unbelievably awful, it literally killed his career. This is everything you need for an awful album. This is everything you need to make a garbage album. This could literally diagnose someone with autism. No disrespect to people with autism. I have an autistic friend and he's awesome, okay? But this has to be doing some sort of damage to my frontal lobe. There is no way. Again, dangerously bad album. Funny thing is, I'd take this any day of the week over Freak Show. Like, this is actually so much better than Freak Show. Fuck Freak Show. These are both 0 out of 10 albums, and this is so much better than Freak Show. how awful does that make Freak Show? That's not a 0. That's an actual negative out of like a negative 10 out of 100 album. Fuck you, G-Eazy. Worst fucking album I've ever heard in my life. But these beats on Visionland are so weak. The production could be done better by my friend who has produced hip hop beats in the past and does rock stuff now. Shit's fire, okay? But he could produce stuff better than this. I don't know what producer you had, YB and Namir. There was like 2 decently good produced tracks, and the rapping sucks. It sucks. Like, YB and Namir was never viewed as a lyrical rapper, but even rappers who came up with him, like Uzi, not a lyrical rapper, but my goodness, still on a whole other level, better lyrics than YB and Namir because he has nothing to say. Every song, dude. I think he recycled. No. I don't think he recycled. He recycled the same flow and lyrics on every song. He said, I wake up and get my dick sucked like 10 times. I'm so serious. I'm not exaggerating this. There was like 4 songs where he actually started off with the same line. He's like, wake up, get my dick sucked. Got bad bitches around me. Watch, I got a watch. Hold on, I got a luxury watch. I got bad bitches all around me. Hold on, wait. Can't get a representation of that, sorry. What a disappointment this album is. It's just hilarious how bad the lyrics are. It sounds like something a middle schooler could cook up. And it's just crazy. You got Earl Sweatshirt was rapping at 15 years old on Ass Milk with Tyler, the Creator, off a Bastard. Like, people came up young and could spit. YB Namir, I don't know how old he was at this point, like maybe 19, 20, 21, but like, these are painfully awful lyrics. Like, it doesn't even take thought to think of better lyrics than this. And it's so blatantly obvious how awful it is when you literally say, wake up and get my dick sucked, like on the same thing on like 5 songs. You have to have something different, dude. Like, this literally just sounds like a parody album. His flow was also whack because not only was it recycled over weak beats over and over, he was literally off beat on some songs. Like, the mixing wasn't great either. Like, what an awful album. What a train wreck. World wreck. Like, this is the end of the world type of album. This is not just train wreck, but you got Soul Train also. We all know about Soul Train, okay? That's like my YouTube short comments every other day. That's how bad the song is. It had to become a meme. YB and Namir was still fire at one point, okay? I won't let any propaganda change that. He dropped Rubbing Off the Paint and had some hits, but then my goodness, dude. I was a YB and Namir fan at one point in middle school, man. Oh my gosh. But ending this off with Revival by Eminem. By the way, let's just make this clear. I went from Maroon 5 to Visionland to Revival all in the same day. Back to back to back. I was so drained after Visionland. And Maroon 5, honestly, but having those back to back, I was like, there's no way I can listen to Revival. I've already heard garbage songs off this album. I wanted to get it done, though. I couldn't take the bad music anymore. Gosh, this is bad. And why does such a terrible fucking album have to be so long? Why does it have to be so long? It's so bad, and it's also bloated. I've said it before how much I fucking hate a bloated album. I cannot do it. I hate bloated albums. There's like, I cannot. I don't want to sit down and listen to an album for 5 hours long, especially when 90% of the songs are gonna suck, or at least be mid on some bloated albums. But in this case, no, they suck. And the songs are also just long. 6-minute songs, 5-minute songs with not a second of good stuff to it. Thank you for an Ed Sheeran feature, Eminem. I was waiting for that. I love the radio recycled pop music and the Ed Sheeran vocals. This is a mind-numbing album. The production sucks. Sucks! It sucks! It is dog shit after dog shit beat, dude. Like, I have nothing to say about this. I was so drained after hearing this fucking ass joke of an album. This shouldn't be considered music. This shouldn't be. It's so bad. I barely listened to this album also. I'll be completely transparent. If you listen to Maroon 5 and Visionland back to back and have to listen to Revival after all of that, you are not listening to it start to finish. You are not. I dare you to try that challenge. You might end up dead. You cannot do it. I had to skip through tracks. I'm sorry. When you're giving me a 6-minute song that is awful, it sucks. It's boring, bro. It's so bad. I'm not listening to that from this first second to the 6 minutes and 6 seconds the song is. I'm skipping after 2 minutes. I skipped a lot of this album. I heard the tracks, maybe skip a little bit. Is there anything? No, there's nothing. Wow. Okay, skip the fucking album. Gosh, I had to save myself from pulling the plug on my life. No other words. I'm done. I'm done with Revival. Never willingly listening. That's the 10 albums, and if you want me to talk about Welcome to the Madhouse by Tones and I listened to this album for a video to see if it was really as bad as people made it seem, and I'm not listening to it again. Absolutely not. Awful album. Another 0 out of 10, but it's not included in this video because I just listened to 10 different albums, and I'm not listening to that again. It's really not happening. That album sucks, though, too. There's another one, 11 albums. Yep, I've heard this in my life. I'm gonna gouge my eyeballs out. That'll be it for this video, though, guys. We're all happy, cheers, and smiles. This is a genuine challenge, dude. I've never recorded a video so hard. This was so tough, or not the recording aspect, I guess, but had to put together a video so painfully difficult. It hurt. There's like, you guys can comment any like challenge, and there's nothing that is gonna be as painful as this album was to record. There just won't be, dude. Unless you're trying to make me eat fucking semen for an hour straight. Like, what an awful video, man. Ugh, stinks. But let me know how y'all feel about these albums, and what is the worst album you have ever tapped into in your life. I really do appreciate all of y'all for watching this video and sticking till the end, watching me lose my mind. Check out all the other content, and I will see you all in my next video.